live from a Riyadh in Marrakesh. Just came straight from an absolutely chaotic Nigeria versus Algeria match. First of all, how are we feeling about being in Marrakesh and being in this Riyadh before we get into the big games?
This is
It's actually
phenomenal.
beautiful. I wish y'all could see what's going on right now.
This is phenomenal. This is what Morocco, I guess, is kind of imagined as. The patterns, it's beautiful, beautiful.
If you need an Airbnb, I will book it for you. But speaking of booking trips, Egypt is advancing to the semifinals of this AFCON. A little bit of an upset with a 3-2 victory over Ivory Coast, who all of us picked to win this game. Thoughts on this match, and Egypt proving pretty much everybody wrong?
For sure. I mean, they started off hot, which is something Egypt hasn't done in this AFCON.
Exactly.
And they also finished strong too, which is something we have seen. So whoever's up next, best of luck to them.
Good luck.
Yeah, I mean, I think they showed again that they're not the strongest team in the back.
Yep.
Obviously, allowing Ivory Coast to get back into the match when arguably they should have just put the match away. So I think for Senegal and potentially their next opponent following, if they make it to the final, it shows that they're still vulnerable. They're still able to concede. But yeah, hats off to them. 3 goals against an Ivory Coast team at this stage in the tournament is never easy. So yeah, well deserved.
Sebastian, your thoughts?
No, I think it's a performance that has shut me up, to be
Yeah,
honest.
you know what I mean?
There's
Like-
been a little bit of doubts on my side when it comes to
Same,
Egypt.
yeah.
It's a squad that I thought was much less complete than Ivory Coast, and perhaps Ivory Coast on a different day, on a different field, in a different country, plays a different game.
With a different referee.
But
No, we're
whatever.
not doing that. We're not
No,
doing
we're not
that. You got to earn your victories.
But what happened today?
We are doing that today. We're going to get into it.
Sheesh.
What happened today is an Egyptian side that proved me wrong. Like
Yeah.
it's Egypt at its fullest. At the end of the day, 7 of the African champions, like they are 7-time African champions.
The record.
There's a reason for that. There's heritage, there's history behind that, and ultimately when you step on the field, you have that confidence. And so it showed. Ultimately, AFCON is about history, and
Yep.
it showed. It showed.
I think too, the big thing is you have to understand with these competitions, it's not how you start, it's how you finish, it's how you grow into the competition.
True.
Egypt kind of clanked their way through the group stage. They did get 7 points, but it was very narrow victories. A late goal in the first game by Salah, a questionable penalty in the second game, 1-0 over South Africa. South Africa didn't get a pen, and then they actually drew the following match, so they kind of made it ugly. Then the overtime victory over Benin, where they thought they should have been able to wipe the floor. Nonetheless, they beat the defending champions, Cote d'Ivoire, and find themselves in a semifinal, which means Mohamed Salah is that close to getting the one thing that's missing on his resume, which is an AFCON. But we have to talk about the guy, of course. He scored once again today, still doing it in his mid to late 30s. And it gets to the conversation, especially what he's done at the Premier League level. Is he one of the greatest African footballers of all time?
Of course, man.
Yeah.
I mean, listen,
I mean, yeah, is that short answer.
without a doubt. And within AFCON history, you have to lose to win sometimes. And he's done that within. And this might be his year.
For the Pharaoh, you think?
Might be his year.
I would say,
I don't know, man.
I would say it has to be his year because
does have to.
in my book, you can't be one of the greatest African footballers of all time without winning AFCON. It's simple.
Did Didier
You
Drogba win
can't-
AFCON?
You can't tell me, oh, you're the best cook of all time, and I don't have a Michelin star.
Did your man Didier Drogba win AFCON?
We talking about Salah right now.
You said African footballers in general. We don't move
we
the
talk
goalposts.
about Salah right now. I mean, it's a good point.
Yeah,
That's why Drogba, in my book, is not one of the greatest African players of all time, and he sits behind several who have won AFCON.
Getting some takes off.
No,
I do agree. I don't.
seriously, you have to- I mean, listen,
I
you have to
agree.
win.
Drogba's not at that Eto, Abedi Pele, George Weah, Roger Milla too.
You have to win. You have to win the trophy. You have
Yeah,
to lift it.
it's fair.
So when the murals of Salah in Cairo right now,
Oh, here
are
we go,
Salah
the
with
murals.
Are Salah with Liverpool and they're
Yeah.
Salah with Egypt, but they're not Salah with Egypt lifting the trophy. That mural needs to go up.
That's fair.
It hasn't gone up
But
yet.
the people are lifting him up
Yes,
because
they
the
are.
impact he has culturally on that country has been absolutely crazy.
Of course.
We talked about how we interviewed an Egyptian bodyguard who's worked with the national team before, and he broke down like in detail what he means to the people in the country. So regardless of a trophy
course.
for AFCON for Egypt, what he means to the people is next level because he's by far the greatest Egyptian footballer ever.
By far.
And it's really not close. But we got to talk a little bit about his performance during this actual AFCON, the types of goals that he's been scoring. A really nice finish today. He was clutch with a penalty. He also had, solidified the ball, turned and scored the winner in the first match. But thoughts on the actual performance, the goals that he's getting here too?
Yeah,
No,
go ahead.
I think it's a testament to someone who's learned how to age within the game.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's difficult. A lot of people don't necessarily know how to age gracefully as they
Right.
get older. We were talking about music earlier today. As
Yeah.
you get older, you need to find the way to connect with the people you're playing with or the people that you're you're kind of projecting your craft onto.
Entertaining.
As an older man, you have to be able to know that, all right, you can't make that same run down the wing as you used to. So now you have to kind of drift closer into the middle, turn, find space, find your man on the left, find your man on the right, and become a bit more of an anchor point for the young guy, Omar Marmoush, who's there. And I think Salah has done a beautiful job, and I think it's an inspiration to players who are getting closer to their late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah.
Find a way to still be integral to your team without all the athleticism, and Salah has done that. It shows real football knowledge to be able to do that.
That
to change your game is very difficult. It's not easy.
100%.
In any sport.
No, 100%.
Yeah, and I still think that Salah is in a place where he's now transitioning to a new part of his career. He's potentially looking for a new home and a club team.
Where will he
go?
go?
So kind of like what you were saying, like he's trying to show to the clubs out there, okay, like maybe things aren't going super well at Liverpool, but here on a national scale, I'm still bagging goals. I'm still able to adjust my, you know, like you said, my approach to the game. And so he's proven it still, and we'll see where he ends up next.
The left foot still works, yeah.
Still works.
Of course, that's not the issue. Never.
And another left foot that still works and has aged very well is Riyad Mahrez, who unfortunately, on his counterpart, is going home after a 2-0 loss to Nigeria. The match in Marrakesh that we were just at. We got to get into it, guys. I thought Nigeria completely dominated from beginning to end.
Listen, when you could press hard and apply pressure, that obviously puts them in a bad situation and force them to go long on the counterattack. And then on the counter, I'm still outrunning you. There's no more else to go. There's no more pitch.
What else can you do?
There's no more pitch.
Actually, there's more. There's Olympic track.
Olympic track. You can run on that. Fun fact, they're actually not even used for track anymore. It's crazy.
It's honestly been an interesting couple of days, because to see the level of domination that we saw over the last 2 days, it's kind of crazy.
And now they're playing each other, which we're going to get into. It's incredible.
I mean, we'll get into it, but Algeria today was literally unable to do anything. Like, seeing that in person was like, from the get-go, it was like, okay, they're going to have to figure out a way to get into this game, and if they don't, it's very like clear what the result is going to be from the jump. Physically, they were too small. Tactically, they couldn't play out the back. Nigeria was, like you said, was pressing them. Like, Osimhen was on the 18-yard box. Every single goal kick, just getting ready to press. Like, it was, they literally did not know what to do. And I've never seen, aside from yesterday with Morocco and Cameroon, like I've rarely seen a team get dominated in that fashion. So, but I mean, hats off to Mahrez for obviously his incredible career.
We'll get into that too.
It's time to go home, big
Time to go home. And Akor Adams scored the second goal and did the Patrice Lumumba celebration.
Why did he do that? What's the context?
Well, he did that because Amora, the winger, who played 9 today, which tactically was Bor, for Algeria, did that wave to the Congolese fans in the last match, mocking the celebration. He did not know what it was about. He then apologized. The Algerian Federation actually brought him in.
How can you not know?
I don't believe that. I didn't know what it was.
I'm going from
I didn't know what it was.
Reports, and then they brought the fan. But yeah, so Akor Adams gave him a little salt in the wound, doing the same celebration. And yeah, he waved them goodbye. So tough tapes to do medicine, and Amora did not have a good game. First off, they should not have put him at 9. Because Amora, good winger, shortest guy on the pitch, versus Calvin Bassey. Long day.
Literally every single ball over the top. This was the header. The competition for a header. Every single time.
First off, you have to play him to feet. So what is he even doing in that position?
He was frustrated. You can tell he was frustrated from the beginning. He had 4 fouls in the first 25 minutes.
For sure. The ref had to be like, bro, like I have to. I'll give you a card.
I'll give you a card. Please stop. He begged him to stop.
You know what I mean?
Fouled again. Got a yellow card in like the 30th minute, and then from then on. Now he's like extra struggling because he can't press as hard, because if he gets another silly mistake, he's out the game.
And you know what I'm going to say? You ran from the smoke because the right back, my boy, Bright Osai Samuel, absolutely back-to-back lockdown performances, 2 clean sheets, also exceptional going forward. But the left wing of Algeria today had nothing going. And when Amor even tried to get the ball out there, he was locking down everything. And part of Bright's performance was a little bit of spice, because it was a spicy game that we just witnessed. He was involved in one of the first incidents in the first half that got a little bit physical, some pushing and shoving, but it really blew over after the final whistle, and they were all going at it. Actually, the Algerian fans on that far side also had to be held back by security.
It was crazy.
So it got really crazy. It then extended into the mix zone. We actually got an interview with Bright Osai Samuel, but before that, the players were going at it in the mix zone, running at each other. So it got super feisty. Algeria just did not accept their L, to be honest.
Well, it's difficult because in comparison to yesterday when Cameroon lost to Morocco, we lost in a stadium that was completely Moroccan.
Yep.
It's a bit more embarrassing when you lose in a stadium that was overwhelmingly Algerian, and they lost quite.
Yep.
It was quite a resounding
It was
loss.
embarrassing.
So
it was embarrassing.
It's tough to look up and see all these Algerians who have traveled to watch you, and you
go silent.
You just cannot play your game the way you wanted to. So it's difficult to emotionally reconcile with that.
And I'm gonna add
so
more
I feel
salt
it for them.
And I'll add more salt to the wound. In Morocco, your rivals, you lost in their country with a chance to then play them in the next round, and you know exactly what the Moroccans are saying about it. So
literally all the Moroccans in the stadium were cheering every time Nigeria did a singular thing, whether it was a dribble, a goal,
One of the fun little things at AFCON is like Morocco supporting Nigeria because they don't want Algeria to win. It's like these little matchups, same things like certain West African countries wanted Congo to lose in a certain matchup just over rivalry. Because Nigeria, for instance, got knocked out by Congo. So it's just funny to see these little brotherhoods that kind of form.
I will say, though, I think the Algerians were the sorest losers that we've seen.
To be honest, the only sore losers that we've seen so far.
Yeah, and it was frustrating because they also talked the most smack.
Yep.
At every other game that we were
at
when they won, we were literally leaving the stadium, and they're telling us the Congolese go home. Yeah. And we're like, we didn't even do anything to deserve this. Yeah. And yet, when they get a small taste of their own medicine, the Nigerian fans, let me say this clearly, the Nigerian fans in the stadium weren't even talking trash at the end of the game.
They were just dancing.
They just took their win and they went home.
There wasn't enough for them to do it.
There wasn't enough.
Yeah.
If there was even 400 more Nigerians in the stadium.
It could have gotten bad.
It could have gotten
it could have gotten really bad.
That's fair.
100%.
Fair.
But we do got to talk about the bright side of Algeria. Riyad Mahrez did have a phenomenal competition. Yeah. So if you want to speak a little bit about some comments that he had.
So Riyad Mahrez was gracious enough to give an interview after the game. I think we have it queued up so we can listen into what Mahrez said after the match.
It's a big motivation. Of course, I want to do well. I think it'll be my last African Cup of Nation, so I don't want to project myself too much and too far. That's why I want just to concentrate and focus on the game of tomorrow and give everything, because it's really important for us to do something for us, for our country, for our supporters, and for our families.
Yeah, I mean, Mahrez is an absolute legend, a legend of the game. I think his legacy started at Leicester. That was when I was first introduced to him, along with many. I think the stories of how he was even scouted for Leicester through Football Manager, to then go win the league with Leicester, and then go and play for City under one of the greatest coaches ever, Pep Guardiola, who saw him at Leicester and said, I want that guy. I think he is arguably one of the, if not the greatest Algerian player to wear an Algerian shirt. I know a lot of people will mention Zidane,
and
we'll speak about his son later, and Benzema as well. But what Riyad Mahrez has done for Algerian football, you see a lot of shouts about Algerian football being similar to Brazilian football, and I think a lot of that comes from the tech and the class and the technique that you see from Mahrez. So it's sad to see a legend like him go. But I think he should know, and Algerians should know, that he's inspired many more. And even Haj Moussa on the right.
Yeah, come on, man.
You can tell that what Mahrez has inspired in the Algerian winger will live on. There's no doubt about it.
Yep. It's poetic as well. I mean, look, 5 years ago, so, Mahrez versus Nigeria. So,
that free kick is etched in my brain forever.
Yeah. So listen, even though he lost today, what it's like to be Nige as well.
Yeah. I mean, I'll say for me, it was kind of like an unk moment for me today.
Yeah.
Even just like watching him kind of, when it's like kind of you see your heroes like kind of bowing out. No.
Good tournament, man.
I'm not saying he played poorly, but I was like, dang, like this is his last game.
Yeah.
He looks, he looks a little different than he did a couple years ago. You know what I'm saying? And so
Superman not flying as high.
That's what I'm saying. And so for me, it's also an indicator of like we're getting older too. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's an indicator of how much time has passed by. Man. And I'm sure a lot of people. I'm sure a lot of people back home are feeling the same way watching a player like him. Like, oh wow, like that was the last time I'm gonna see him. So.
Hey man, thankfully for commentary career, we can go much farther than 35. So you're stuck with us for about the next 60 years, as long as we don't get too sick of each other. No, we're not gonna 60 more years.
I don't know if I could take 60 years.
Hey, I'll be here.
That's how many more shawarmas?
Ain't saying Morocco though.
If I want 60 more years of Father Sadik being, raise your hand.
Raise your hand in the chat. Put it in the chat. But of course, we do have to talk about about Nigeria. Once again, another phenomenal performance. The only team to win every single one of their matches at AFCON. Are they now the favorites to win it? And obviously next up, the host Morocco, Dima Maghreb. And it's very different because they're playing the host. If this was in a neutral facility, I think we would all say Nigeria. Yeah. But are they top contenders?
I'll say, I said it on the last stream.
Yeah.
And I'll say it again. Nigeria, if they got past Algeria, they were going to go on and win the whole tournament.
You got to win in it.
Today, they got past Algeria, which for me was the best team in the tournament up until, maybe the last round of games.
Yep.
They just look dominant. You talk about Ivory Coast being a full team. Yep. Nigeria has a full team from the likes of Bassi and Bright in the back, Lookman playing through the middle, commanding the midfield, Iwobi commanding the entire team.
They look good today.
Osimhen doing his thing up top, collecting the balls, turning, waiting for his team to get forward. Akor doing his thing as well. He could have had 2 or 3 goals today.
He's that type of striker, though.
And so for me, they're the fullest team in the tournament left. And I think Morocco, honestly, Algeria was the perfect warm-up for them because they play similarly. Obviously, Morocco is different. It's going to be a different team, a little bit more physicality.
Yep.
And obviously more intensity in that stadium. But if they get past that Morocco at the Prince Abdallah,
nah, they're winning. If they beat, first off, they're not gonna beat Morocco. But in a theoretical world,
if they get past them at the Prince Abdallah Stadium in front of 60,000
in a theoretical world in which Nigeria beats Morocco, they win AFCON. But we know who's gonna win. Dima Maghreb.
Which world are we in?
We in the Dima Maghreb world, brother. You see, y'all see the decor of the. You see the decor of the Riyadh, bro. By the way, wait, real quick, bro. Go to our page, Bein Sports USA and 5-Side Media to see the reactions of the Morocco fans last night celebrating. I had the time of my life with them. Yeah. But can they beat Morocco?
And I think if you look at the way the tournament's set up, maybe purposely, maybe not. Nigeria's had to play the games in Fez, Marrakesh. They haven't had to see a stadium.
It's
different.
True.
At the same time, these are ballers from all around the world who play in
Big plays for Galatasaray. Iwobi plays in France.
These guys want Scudettos.
They're not going to be super scared by that.
And so it could be reversed where they're actually amped up by that opportunity to actually show up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? One of the things about Nigeria versus Algeria that stood out to me was like, okay, usually when national teams play at the highest level, the differences are too much. You know what I mean? But in this case, not only physically were they adept and able to carry themselves, but also tactically and tech as well. Yep. So I don't see too many leaks. They can rely on the fact that they could boss people around. But they also can rely on the fact that they could also pass the ball and make moves.
Biggest thing for me is location. If this was a neutral site, I'd go Nigeria. In Morocco, I'm going Morocco.
I have a question, guys.
Let's do it.
Nigeria looked amazing today.
Yep.
How did this team not make the World Cup?
Ghana boy, how you feeling? You tell us.
It looked amazing today.
Listen,
Ghana's in the World Cup for those who are wondering. Nigeria missed it.
Of course. Listen, you're talking to somebody who's not in AFCON, so respect
That's true. That's true.
But to keep things in perspective, I will say sometimes teams come together after they figure out what they have been doing wrong.
Yep.
You know what I mean? The reality of the fact is this AFCON also is a competition they did well in last time.
Yep.
You know
Finalists.
You know what I mean? And so it's a great question. Honestly, I don't know the answer.
What I saw was incredible.
And
the
way
Iwobi was controlling it was. I was shocked at the game. So I'm thinking back to the games they lost.
Yeah.
They lost games in Gabon. They lost games in Mozambique during qualifier. How did the team that I just saw lose games in Gabon?
I have an answer.
One question I have for y'all too, my fault, if you could add on. I didn't watch Niger versus Congo too tough. World Cup qualifier.
Yes.
So if you could refer to that as well.
What I would say is that they just gave Congo the ball, sat back, and it did not work. Congo completely dominated probably from the 60th minute onward. Okay. And obviously went into the shootout and everything. So they were much more timid, they weren't playing football. When they say you got to play some football, they weren't actually, and the chemistry wasn't there. And what I was referencing with my answer was I was in the press conference with a Nigerian coach where he was asked about this, and he was saying, well, when you go out to qualifiers, you get 1 or 2 training sessions, you play 2 games, you leave. 1 or 2 training sessions, you play 2 games, you leave. At AFCON, I'm actually able to slowly build up over weeks of time and pre-tournament to really get into a flow with my guys, with my lineup, with the way we play together, with the passages of play, all the little intricacies. And that's where he feels, as a newer coach, by the way, that's why they're doing so much better now than World Cup qualifying. Didn't say it as an excuse, but he said there is a difference.
The question then that I have in rebuttal to that is, isn't every team only getting 2?
Very true.
You see what I'm saying?
No, there's no excuses. You saw our videos. There's no excuses.
Quote-unquote excuses. All right, during the qualifiers, I only got 2 training sessions to gel this team. But what I saw on the field wasn't really about, yes, of course, tactically they were much superior, but it was also just like the raw talent and composure that the Nigerians had today was just miles ahead of the Algerians.
Yep.
has this come from somewhere that wasn't existent prior to this? Because I mean, the way there were times when I was actually watching Iwobi dribble with his hands like this.
Yeah.
Iwobi was dribbling as he was speaking to people. And
he was walking.
And I'm not exaggerating. You and I saw it several times.
He cooked the whole team. Yeah. That was one of those just like 8 out of 10. Every single player, minimum performance. 100%.
Yeah. Anyway.
But on the other side of the pitch, we do have to go back to Algeria. Lucas Zidane did have a very strong AFCON. I believe 3 clean sheets. And he got, what do you mean,
Who did they play?
They beat Congo.
Congo topped their group.
They beat Congo, who was your team the whole time. Anyways, Lucas Zidane had a very good AFCON.
It's tough to keep clean sheets in AFCON.
Yeah,
very few keepers
absolutely.
did it this tournament.
And he had 3 of them too.
I wouldn't give it to. It's not really like because of him.
Who
did they play? Who was in their group? Let's ask for the fans. Because I'm not being a hater.
Burkina Faso.
Okay.
And the third team.
Equatorial
Guinea. And they got 3 clean sheets. And the clean sheet against Congo too.
Burkina Faso, amazing. All credit to the defense.
It's fair.
Not the keeper who also saved shots on target.
I would love to see the numbers on how many shots came from those games.
That's fine. You can look at the stats.
Even against Congo, I don't think that Congo even registered a shot on target.
No, they definitely.
But not many.
Not many.
I wish we had a stats. I wish we had a statistician right here.
That's fine. Nonetheless, he got the clean sheets. Stats don't lie. He did perform well. He made his dad proud. It was very amazing to see Zinedine Zidane in the stadium. But do we think France could be missing out on this keeper? No. I think no, because they have Big Mike.
They're good.
Yeah.
I mean, you always want depth, right?
That is the part, though. And people get injured. People have,
And if I think about French keepers right now, I mean, you have Alphonse Areola.
Yep.
Lafont, who actually I think
young guy at Toulouse, no?
Yeah, but he switched to Ivory Coast actually. So the depth that France has at the goalkeeping position is not that crazy.
Yep.
And Zidane is a top goalkeeper for the Algerian national team.
Yep.
I'm not saying he starts for Magnan. I think Magnan is one of the best goalkeepers in the world, if not the best.
Yep.
He's not even sniffing the field.
But hey, so as a Milan fan, the thing about Mike is he's often injured.
Yeah.
Like I've seen Mike miss
every time I've watched the French national team, he's there.
No, it's true.
Yeah, but that's not playing as much as AC Milan, which is the entire season.
That's
we're not talking about AC Milan.
We're not. We're talking about AC Milan's goal.
But he's saying though he gets hurt, which could risk his ability at the national team.
I'm saying that Zidane shouldn't be the second up.
Who should?
Somebody else.
Somebody else is the answer. Wow.
As a neutral in this conversation, France is missing out on Zidane on the back of a kick.
That's
sure.
Would be a lovely,
100%.
Lovely.
And Congo did have 2 shots on goal, Kendrick. We were also at that match, so you should have been able to register this information, but it is okay, bro.
Two.
You know what it is, though? He's just, you know what it is?
Two.
So fans at home, he's very salty about the Congo loss, so he's just grieving in this manner by not addressing the actual facts of the game.
Hey, man, if you let them in, they would have lost 2-1.
It's
I
true.
Agree. Hey, shout out. Hey,
quick maths.
He's on the national team.
Literally,
I'm in the Riyadh about to eat some rice. So
word.
Kudos to him, man.
Listen, would it be a live stream without me mentioning Ala Madrid nada más, Supercopa final tomorrow? But we have to talk about Brahim Diaz. 5 goals in 5 games. Player of the tournament, which I predicted. You can go back to the first live stream. I predicted this would happen. But he got a lot of congratulations from his teammates. We're talking Jude Bellingham, Vinny Jr., Kylian Mbappe, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. What do we feel about kind of like these AFCON ballers doing their thing and then having the outside club team really supporting and feeding into the moment rather than I feel like other times it's felt a little bit quiet. But I love seeing the rallying of Real Madrid fans in general too, not even just the players, around AFCON, around Brahim Diaz's performance.
Of course, it's beautiful to see. I mean, AFCON, CAP. This tournament has been structured to celebrate African football. It's played during this time because it's the best time of year for African football, and they opened it up for players all over the diaspora to be a part of it. These players at the top, level of club football, and the fact that their teammates who aren't, from the same place are taking the time out, something crazy to see. There's never been a time that my dad, for instance, has been like, I watched AFCON and then, these boys pulled up to support their boy.
Yeah. It's
So,
been a star-studded crowd. We talk about Zidane and Chouameni.
Feels like All-Star Week.
You know what I mean? All-Star Week. Mbappe, of course. That's been incredible to see.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, and I think fans all over the world are also realizing that instead of looking at AFCON as an opportunity for their favorite players to get hurt or to, oh no, we're going to miss out on so-and-so being away. It's more so like, okay, this is also an opportunity for their favorite player, the best player on their team to even get better, to get more confidence. Brahim Diaz is going to return feeling like the man.
Nice.
You know what I mean? He's going to return feeling like, okay,
Crown on
am
his
I
head.
starting? Like, where's my spot? Where am I?
Dímelo.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying.
yeah,
And so I think fans are starting to realize, like, oh, okay, this actually can be amazing for my team, for my club team.
It can be a launching
Now-
pad.
Exactly. Now I want to see those players go back home and go crazy.
And that is the question.
creates
Will
problems.
that is the question.
it
So,
creates big problems.
so here's the question, guys. Is it a launching pad for Brahim? Is he going to get more back into the Real Madrid rotation? We know before he was kind of like a 12th man, first option, winger option. Or is he going to be a starter now? Like, what happens now when he gets back to Madrid? Rodrigo's playing well now. They might be lifting the Supercopa trophy tomorrow. Ojalá, I hope so.
They might be
What are our
getting rid of
thoughts?
Vinny.
We're not talking about that right now. Not this
I'm
season.
saying there's room potentially opening up on the squad.
Yep.
And so, like you said, it might cause trouble or it might cause literally a seamless opportunity for someone else to step up to the plate.
Vinny will stay, but that's another conversation.
Quick question about our club.
Yes, sir.
Which
Our
position
club.
do you like? Which position do you like Brahim Diaz in most?
It's between right wing and cam. So honestly, anywhere floating between the two. Again, we've talked about his performances a lot this AFCON. He's not a single position player. He's actually found himself in some really good striker positions, especially the first goal against Cameroon. That was a striker's finish to get the ball off the flick and just toe poke it in. You know what I mean? So I think he can play.
For Madrid, though.
Probably right wing. And the right wing is a bit more open. Obviously, you know, left and central, Vinny Mbappe. That last spot, is it Rodrigo? Is it Brahim? Is it Mastantuono? Sometimes they play 4-4-2. So I would say on a lineup, it would be the right wing, but he finds himself all over that front three.
And it provides a different type of, attack and some diversity in attack. Anytime you have a left footer on the right wing.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's a luxury for Real Madrid. They have Vinny, they have Rodrigo.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about those options?
I mean, look, I'm not a Real Madrid fan, so, I can't speak from watching them week in and week out. But if there's one player I'm taking out of that trio, time in and time out, it's Vinny.
Yeah.
That's the player that's going to take a player one-on-one.
Yeah.
That's the player that's going to inject energy into your entire starting 11. He's going to get the crowd amped up.
For sure.
He's going to do the things that in my opinion, the other players can't do to the same effect.
Seb, I need to hear your take, bro.
So I saw Brahim at AC Milan. I never saw him play like this. So it's very strange
Yeah,
for me to watch
right?
him.
We always joke about that. Like, how did you give us Brahim Diaz?
It's always
man?
weird when you see a player. You weren't like that for me. Like, what happened? So I honestly think Rodrigo is one of the most underrated players on the planet.
Yeah, he's special.
I love
and he's
Rodrigo.
back in form now. Last 5 starts, he's got, I think, 8 goal contributions or so.
Like I always say, if I'm at recess and I have to pick one of the 3, I'm picking Rodrigo first.
Wesh.
I'm picking Vinny, but I think Brahim will be getting more time. And even if he is that 12th man option, he's already successfully done that, won the Champions League, won La Liga. I think Brahim could accept that, to be honest. And we'll have to see, because, there could be some transfers, as you guys mentioned.
It's true.
100%. But we talked about, obviously, how these teams are performing in AFCON, but one of them is missing the World Cup. But we got to talk about the teams that are actually in the World Cup. Which of these African nations do we think will be going the farthest? Is it a team that's not in AFCON, Josh?
Guys,
Is it the host nation,
let's
Morocco?
not forget about Senegal as well. Huh?
Yeah.
We
You know what?
haven't
They're so
been able to
good.
see them much.
They're also so good, we just kind of expect them to win every game. You know what I mean?
I think Senegal.
I'd
Senegal,
probably
of course,
say
or
Senegal.
Morocco, but I think Senegal will do quite well.
Yep.
Especially because Senegal has some tough games. Senegal plays France.
They are in one of the groups of death. That's
Senegal
true.
plays France,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
Senegal also, I believe, plays Norway in New York.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yep.
And
That's a
Norway
good
looks
shout.
good. They're scoring a lot of goals with Holland and Sorloth.
So, yeah.
You can see
Colonizer
Morocco doing well.
Cup.
You can see Morocco doing well against Brazil.
So I think Morocco against Brazil will be the game of the group stages.
Yeah.
I can't give you a prediction right now.
Yes, you can.
I think
2-2 draw.
I think what it really, really depends on is how the Moroccans decide to treat themselves when they go into that game.
Okay.
Because Brazil, I've spoken to Brazilians, and they're actually scared of playing Morocco.
You should be.
So does Morocco go into that game with the confidence to say, hey, when we play Brazil in New York, we are just as good as them, if not better?
I think yes. After what they did
Morocco-
to my country of Spain and Portugal.
And what's amazing about the way where that game is hosted, we know that tickets are tough, but that is a region where there's a lot of Moroccans and there's a lot of Brazilians.
Yep.
So that stadium is going to feel very, very 50-50.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is Morocco versus Haiti. Hey, man.
What's
The
gonna
Moroccans have never gone up against a Caribbean force, man.
Yeah.
You've never played football until you played against some Caribbeans
Yes.
on a hot day
Placide
in the
in goal,
summer
making foot
in
saves.
the U.S. Come see us, man. Come see us, man.
I got Morocco 3-0. honestly, for that match.
Against Haiti? Yo.
I'll be rooting for Haiti.
You can leave.
I'm rooting for Haiti.
You can
Definitely
leave.
rooting for Haiti.
He didn't even need to say that though.
I'm rooting
he
for
didn't
Haiti,
even
though.
need to say
I'm
that.
rooting though.
That wasn't part of the conversation.
Yeah, that's what I'm rooting for.
3-0 which half?
3-0 which half? Oof. Nah, the whole match. We'll give him 3-0 over the whole match.
That's crazy.
Any other? I mean, Ghana though.
Of course.
What you think? Little quarterfinal run, little something?
Man, I'm not gonna lie. Once we pepper the British, we'll go far.
Love it.
Easy.
Speaking of going far, guys, we are now officially lined up for our semifinals. I'm nice, right? I'll really be transitioning. Y'all know how it is. But our semifinals are officially lined up today after the final quarterfinal games. We have Morocco versus Nigeria, and on the other side, Egypt versus Senegal, our rematch of the 2021 final. Let's start with
Mohamed versus Sadio.
once again,
Sadio.
where he famously lost in the penalty shootout.
Sadio.
We start with the first one. We talked a bit about it, but firm predictions for Nigeria versus Morocco. With Morocco, of course, the host nation.
Nigeria,
Prince
easy.
Moulay Abdallah Stadium. Dima Maghreb, you know the vibes.
Nigeria,
Wow,
easy.
that's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy.
That's gonna be a crazy game. Nigeria against Morocco in that stadium.
I think Morocco start that game with the craziest energy we've seen at the tournaments thus far. Like applying pressure, swarming the field. But I think Nigeria will weather the storm in the beginning.
Yeah.
Command the rest of the game.
Command.
Yeah. I think they'll
Command.
I think once they figure out how to withstand that press and break that press, because remember, we talked about it last time, Cameroon was missing a player in the middle who could,
Ngisa,
to control the movement up the field and actually boss their way through the midfield.
Alex,
And what was going to do that?
is that guy?
Who in that Moroccan team?
Amrabat.
He came off the bench last game.
And if he's healthy starting, Amrabat versus Iwobi will be a phenomenal duel.
Yeah, it'll
to
be
me,
good.
that's a
It'll
50-50.
feed families.
It'll feed generations.
Cinema.
What?
Cinema.
Head to head, the
Man, I
locks
love
versus the
football.
bald head. Yo, when they go head to head, the ball versus the locks is lit. It's happening. I'm
it's
telling you.
I love these
I
games.
love this game. I love this game. Like, what did Bob say? We will be there. Or that was Pep. Both of
Yeah,
them.
but I'll say this. I think if Nigeria can weather the storm from Morocco in the beginning of the game,
Yeah.
I think they'll win comfortably.
Comfortable. Give a score.
2-0.
Nah, brother.
Those Moroccan defenders have never seen two
That's what I'm
strikers.
saying,
They
bro.
have not come up against two strikers.
It's the same thing with
Bro, when
Algeria.
it's a core on this side and
Bro.
Victor on that side.
Yeah.
It's
No,
difficult.
it's tough.
difficult.
With Lookman
Hakimi gonna take
shimmy
care of Lookman,
shimmying,
though.
with Lookman shimmy
But hey,
shimmying through
my
the
question
middle.
is,
Hakimi gonna take care of
my question for you
Lookman.
though, because you're confident. Can the Nigerians, with their high center of gravity, deal with Brahim with his low center of gravity?
Yes, we saw that today with Amora.
No, more played in the
Amora's not no
century,
Brahim Diaz,
and he's
let's
not
be
Brahim.
I'm
honest.
not saying they're
Amora's
the
not
same.
no Brahim
I'm
Diaz.
not. No, but let's be real. Every time Algeria tried to hit their little shimmy, it was the length of the Nigerian defenders that
Not just
stopped them
length,
every
yeah.
single time.
Bright also is a little.
Literally,
he's not the tallest guy.
they would wrap their body around, bro. You're not going anywhere.
Yeah, bro.
Brahim's used to that though.
I'm not saying
Raheem's
he
used to
can't.
whatever.
I'm not saying he can't get past it. I'm confident in Nigeria.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
I will say personally, two things. I'll get to the scores. But Nigeria hasn't been against a press, not even a press, a ball recovery. Like
Yeah, I understand.
You know what I mean?
I
So that'll
understand.
be the key. It's like
That's
I
what
said,
I'm saying, yeah.
Morocco likes to jump as soon as they lose. So
Yep.
that if you get past that first, then you get past the press. But realistically speaking, I don't think this is going to be settled in regular time.
Oof.
This is the
Overtime.
game to go to overtime.
Yeah.
The first 30 minutes will be a tactical, let's see what you
What we
do.
do,
So
yeah.
you lose
Yeah.
about 30 minutes of the game. Then they'll find it. You're right. You're right.
I can
got-
see Nige winning, and I would like that. Viva Diba Maghreb.
Viva Dima Maghreb. is
Viva
crazy.
Dima
Well,
Maghreb.
anyways, let's cut through it. Morocco 2-1. Moving on to Egypt, Senegal. We do have to move on. Well, Josh doesn't give predictions. That's the thing. So he's saving it for the
The
pre-match.
man of the people.
That's the man of the people, 100%. Egypt versus Senegal, rematch of the 2021 final.
I have
Beautiful.
no words.
Mane versus Salah. You know they're gonna do a little tunnel look like Royce and
Those guys
Lewandowski.
already like each other.
Come
like
on,
that.
man. Oh, that's true too. That's true too.
Ex-teammates to be like that.
I think I said it before. I said Ivory Coast looked like the most complete team in the tournament, and
Yeah.
Egypt really shut me up. So I'm a little bit like I don't feel super confident when I say this.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't say anything.
But I still think that Egypt has a lot of places on the field where there's a lot of better players on the Senegalese team.
For sure.
That's what I think. But that's what I said about Ivory Coast, and they proved me completely
It's
wrong.
about how you play.
So once again, I'll predict Senegal winning for those same logical reasons, but
Yeah.
it seems like Egypt doesn't care about my logic. So
Yeah,
we'll see.
right.
It's interesting. Do either of the teams stand out in set pieces to you?
I think Senegal for sure.
Yeah.
With Kalidou Koulibaly up there.
Yup.
I see a Sadio Mane ball or
Pop away too.
yeah, or an Mbaye ball into the box.
And Egypt did not defend that the best today, or in general as well. So I would definitely give that advantage to Senegal.
I'm giving you tips.
If you're watching, coach. And I'm gonna go with Senegal. I'm gonna go with Senegal 2-1. I'll go with Senegal 2-1 for that.
Teranga, don't disappoint me, please, man.
But guys, you can watch all of these games. Where can you watch them?
beIN Sports USA.
On beIN Sports USA.
You know where it is. You know where it is. And on top of that, we do have a couple of days off from AFCON, but the action does not stop on beIN Sports USA because we have Porto versus Benfica in the Liga Portugal, one of the other leagues you can watch exclusively on beIN Sports USA, both in English and in Spanish. So another massive matchup that will be going on there.
As well as the FIFA Legends match. This is a major, major game that's coming up, and it's actually the preview for the World Cup. If you want to talk about and see the stars that you grew up with, the legends, the Brazilians, the Mexicans, the Europeans, the South Americans who really who shaped the history of our sport, you can watch that on beIN Sports. The game is happening January 17th. Make sure you tune in.
Wow, man.
You know,
honestly, you gotta start your year with beIN. It sounds like.
I just gotta say, Iker Casillas, the greatest goalkeeper of all time. Son Iker will be there as well, so you better watch. Better watch it. Better tap in. Yeah, Buffon's too though. He's a good second place. 100%. Your man Didier Drogba will be there. Your guy.
Your guy,
Puyol. See, that's the beauty about the Spanish national team. I don't gotta worry about those Barca boys. For Barca, when they were Spain, they were Spain. Carlos Puyol, another legend.
Bro, what's going on,
Materazzi.
And Totti as well.
Who you interviewed in New York, fun fact.
He's a good guy.
Yeah. Lots of legends. Alessandro Del Piero. Did you also interview him?
Gareth Bale as well.
Gareth Bale.
Wow, the bicycle kick.
King.
Frank Ribery.
A la Madrid.
Wow. Hey, beIN
Lots of
Sports,
legends.
tune in, because these players, you don't see them on the same field very often.
Sub me in, coach.
Yeah, seriously.
Him as well.
These guys are a little bit older.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do on that
Give me
pitch?
the ball and see.
What are you gonna do on that pitch?
Listen,
So, no, it's a bunch of
You
old
think these
heads.
guys keeping up their cardio?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Feel me?
They're all touch. They're all touch and pass and like turn. They're not running
These guys
with
play
it.
paddle these days.
Nah,
You know what I
Bale,
mean? You get them in
Gareth Bale
space.
isn't there yet.
Oh, Bale definitely super fit.
He's
For
tackling the hell out of this guy.
He might 2-foot you. He might really 2-foot
I'll
you.
dribble him.
Bale's been playing golf for 2 years.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they've still been playing, so we'll see.
We should get a match on beIN sometime.
We should.
Hey,
beIN
the
Sports, yo.
five-a-side match?
Execs, if you're listening.
5v5?
Five-a-side.
We
We'll
can bring
little
up
celebrity
some
game.
stars.
Us against Felipe's 5.
Us versus Felipe's 5. Felipe, if you're listening, we know you are.
Felipe's
Bring
on
your
our
people.
Felipe's on our
Actually,
team.
yeah.
Which one?
Nice. Nice.
Felipe,
Keep
here
putting
you
number
go.
9.
That'd be nice. I love it.
I'm trying to give you through balls.
Through ball, come on.
Anyways, guys, this is a wrap for us. Thank you for tuning in. Catch all the action over the next week on beIN Sports USA, and we'll see y'all next time.
Absolutely. So, cash. Good night.